Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, I've been a little sick for the past few days, which is why I couldn't make videos. But here we are. I might sound a little funny because I'm still recovering. So, let's get started. Anyway, today I want to talk about Valorant Fantasy League, where you create your own Valorant Fantasy team. So, if you are a VCT watcher, a VCT enjoyer, someone who really follows VCT, then I would really encourage you to go check this out. Anyway, so what is Valorant Fantasy? So, what you do here is you build your Valorant Fantasy team. You select players that you think will perform well in the upcoming week, and based on the rules, you get awarded points. So first thing you do is select your squad with 2 initiators, duelists, controllers, sentinels, and 3 wildcard who can be of any role, and your team gotta have 1 IGL. And you gotta fit your entire team within this 100 VP. So it's like points, and each player has a cost. So whenever you buy a player, then that cost will be deducted from your 100 VP. So you might be tempted to select all the high cost players, but then you won't be able to fit everything within your budget. So you gotta compromise in a few roles, in a few regions, and try to fit everything within your budget. So it's more of like, oh, I think Boo will perform really good in the upcoming match this week, so I'm gonna select Boo. Something like that. So you can select players based on your intuition, or you can select them based on their past performance. So Jogamo did really well last week. Maybe I want to select Jogamo, but his cost is going to be really high. Anyway, let's go back to the rules. So once you select your squad, you gotta manage your squad. So from your 11 player team, you select 8 players by the game week deadline to form your team. All your points for the game will be scored by these 8 players. You will also select an IGL who will score double points for that week. So your entire team gotta have 1 IGL and they will score double the points. Now what is the game week deadline? It just means that before the EMEA games start, which is usually on Wednesdays, and after the Pacific game ends. Anyway, you can also have transfers. After selecting your team, you can buy and sell players in the transfer market. Unlimited transfers can be made at no cost until your first deadline. After your first deadline, you will receive 1 free transfer with each game week. Yeah, so deadlines is something we just talked about. It's between the EMEA and Pacific games, so Mondays and Tuesdays. And now let's take a look at the scoring. So because it's an FPS game, kills do matter, and for every 10k your player gets in a map, they receive 1 point. For every 15k, they get 2 points, and so on. For every 4k your player gets, they get 1 additional point, and for every ace or more, they get 3 additional points. Now also, map wins or winning the game actually does matter. So every map win your player's team gets, the player gets 1 point. For every 2-0, they would receive 4 points. Now for every map win with a margin of 5 or more rounds, they get 1 point. For 10 or more rounds, it's 2 points. And for a map loss with 10 or more rounds, they get a negative 1 point. So for example, if someone had a player from NRG last week, because of the NRG versus G2 game, their player would get a negative 1 point for the map loss. This also considers the VLR rating as an additional bonus. So for being in the top 3 highest scores in the VLR rating for the entire game, they would receive plus 3 to 1 points based on their ranking. Your player would also receive additional points for a VLR rating of 1.5, 1.75 or 2.0. So it's plus 1, plus 2 and plus 3 respectively. Okay, so now that we have familiarized ourselves with the rules, let's go to the fixtures where you can actually see the schedule for the upcoming game week. And you can see all matches from all the regions, and there's also a leaderboard. So every point that your player gets added to your team, which then gets you on the leaderboard. Anyway, now let's go ahead and actually build our team, starting with the duelists. Okay, so the highest cost is 15, which is pretty high, but we cannot forget that we have to fit everything within the 100 VP. So let's first go with, well, actually, I'm really tempted to go with Chogamo or Durka because they're like guaranteed to perform really good. But for now, I think I'm gonna go with Buzz. Yeah, let's add Buzz. So for my second duelist, I am gonna go with someone a little lower cost, 13 or 13.5. Should we go with Oxy or Primi? Actually, Primi I think is a good choice, although not duelist, but yeah. For initiator, who do we go with? Let's see. We have 72.5. So we can go with someone like 10 or 9. Actually, Narrate is a good option. Narrate's a steal for 9. Again, I'm gonna go with someone 9 or 9.5. Actually, wait, let's just scroll down a little bit. Who do we go with? Stack's a good option for 8.5. Verno's 8 only. I think we go with Verno here then. Okay. For controller, we have 55.5. For controller, I want to go with Marco or Valen and keep them as the IGL. Yeah, I think Valen's a good choice because G2's also been winning and Valen is a shooter himself. So yeah, let's go with Valen. Next, for second controller, I think we gotta go with someone lower this time. Do we believe in Boaster? Actually, Boaster, we can go with Mind Freak also, but he might not play. Actually, you know what? Let's go with Atta Captain. Yeah, why not? I believe in Foot. Okay, so for our first Sentinel, how much do we have? Oh, 37, not much. Let's go with Nats. I mean, that's an easy pick. For our second Sentinel, we can go with Flashback or Hero, not FNS. Who do we go with? Hero or... Actually, Berserks is also a pretty good choice because Boom's been performing really well. You know what? Yeah, let's go with Flashback because DRX has been winning. Now for our wildcards, we can actually select someone from any role. So who do we pick? You want to pick Duelist, no? Or no? I'm not quite sure. Who do we want to go with? We have 20 points. Oh, so we gotta pick like maybe a 6 point, a 7 and 2 7-point players. Yeah, 7, 7 and 6. We gotta find someone good from 6 points. Who do we go with? 6 or 7? 6.5. We have Governor. Actually, what? Let's sort. Do we go with Persia? No, but that's 9 points. Never mind. Maybe I have to like tone down my duelists. Let's actually go with someone from Boom because they are winning. Boom Esports DOS 9. Wait, DOS 9 for 7? That's a steal. Yeah. Now let's get someone with 6 points. Go down. Who do we have? We can get Jesse or Governor actually. Yeah, let's get Governor. I believe in Governor. Let's see him perform well in the next week. Next, for our last wildcard player, again we gotta go with someone 7 VP. 7, okay, 7 is not bad. Let's just check. We can get Wild Oreo, West Side, Soulgas. All of these are decent picks. We can also get Boostio. Zeppa. Wait, actually, let's get Zeppa and then maybe tone down one of our duelist players. Yeah, let's add Zeppa. And for duelist, yeah, we're negative 0.5. For duelist, let's get someone with 13 cost. 13, we get a mini boost Zeus. Demon 1 is also 13. Nah. We can also go with someone lower. Let's go with Alpha. I think Fnatic's been doing well, and Alpha almost every game he does well. So it's gotta be a good pick, no? Yeah, let's go with Alpha. Yeah. Are we happy with that? I think Buzz is alright. Do we want anyone in place of Buzz with like 14.5? There's no 14.5. So let's just go with Buzz. I think it's a good pick. So Verno looks alright, Narrate looks alright. We have Valen, Ada Captain, Nats, Flashback, Zeppa, Governor, DOS9. I think I'm pretty happy with this team. Now the only thing left is to select our IGL. So who do we go with? Do we want... Because our IGL gets double the points, so we gotta select someone reliable. We can go with Alpha, but or we can go with Valen. Let's actually go with Valen, yeah, because he's like a reliable IGL. He's also a shooter, so he'll give us double the points. Anyway, let's confirm this team, and we are done. We are done with our team selection. If you like to watch VCT, I really encourage you to do this yourself. You can go check out the leaderboard. Whatever points you get, you will end up somewhere here. And let's actually... Yeah, this is the leaderboard for the entire split. Let's actually see the teams. Oh, that's a good team. That's like one of the top players. And they have FNS too. Okay, that's someone really at the top of the leaderboard. That's nice. That's a good team. Okay. I would actually prefer having someone from Sentinels over 100 Thieves. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's my team. Let me know in the comments what team it's you build, or if you have a score already, if you're on the leaderboard already. I would love to know. This website is built by DMV, or Thinking Man's Valorant, as you might know on YouTube. Most of his content revolves around Valorant and VCT, and it's built by him and his mods, and I'll put the link in the description. You can go and check it out. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, comment down below your team and what you think of my team, and let me know your position on the leaderboard, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.